What is happening, body bags? This is Austin here. Welcome back to another review. I'm your Wednesday host, as always, and today I'm going to be reviewing Rob Zombie's latest film from 2015, 16, somewhere around there. I can't remember, but it is 31. Now, this was a first-time watch for me, actually, because honestly, I heard nothing but bad things about it. So, even from people who like Rob Zombie's films, I heard it wasn't his best film. So I put it off for a while, but ended up seeing it on Shudder. So ended up checking it out. So basically, what you have is this group of people. They're traveling across like the southwest countryside, I believe, and they end up getting kidnapped by this group of people, and they end up getting taken to this abandoned big giant factory, and basically being told that they're going to be playing this game called 31, where they'll be locked inside this big giant factory, and they're all given weapons and stuff like that, and there will be trained killers basically coming after them to kill them one at a time. There'll be killers sent in, so they basically have to fight them off and survive for 12 hours to win the game, and then they're able to walk free. This is a Rob Zombie film, and it very much feels like a Rob Zombie directed film in the sense that we get our typical Rob Zombie dialogue, our typical Rob Zombie characters. I believe the main group of characters we follow are carnies. So, of course, they're this movie takes place in the 70s apparently on a Halloween night, and all the characters are these really trashy hippie characters, of course, because of course they are. It's a Rob Zombie movie. And of course, the dialogue, we hear the word fuck pretty much every other word, pretty much. I mean, I'm not exaggerating. That doesn't, swearing, doesn't bother me at all, whatsoever, but, after hearing it too much, it just, takes you out of the film, the dialogue becomes less believable, and it's just, nobody really talks like that. I mean, people, I guess some people do, but in Rob Zombie films, everybody talks like that, so it makes it really hard to connect with the characters. It takes you right out of the film. Of course, this movie is starring Sherry Moon Zombie, and of course she's playing, this super slutty character as usual, again. I really don't think she's a bad actress. I just think she plays the same, like I said, slutty character in every movie that she's in, pretty much from Rob Zombie, and that kind of gets on people's nerves a little bit. It kind of gets old, and I could see why, but you don't connect with any of these characters, even the characters they happen to run across are just the same way, really trashy and have really bad language and stuff like that, and it's just very hard to believe. Basically for the first good portion of this film, I was just please God, just get to the main part where the killing and stuff's gonna start happening, because I'm getting sick of hanging out with these characters. I don't give a shit about any single one of them. Not a single one of them is likable, really. So I just wanted to get into the meat of things, and actually, once that happens, once we get into the swing of things, once they get to this abandoned factory and the killers start coming in to try to kill them, it becomes a pretty, entertaining film, in my opinion. There's several different looks to these killers, run really short dude, and there's this other two people carry chainsaws and stuff like that. The one thing about this film that is absolutely brilliant is the main villain of the film. I believe he's name's Richard Brake or something like that. he is fantastic in this movie. Like, very Heath Ledger-esque as the Joker. Um, Very much similar to that, man. He does a great job in this movie. Very intimidating. And his dialogue in this film, the way he delivers it, is just fantastic. He's definitely the best part about this movie, easily. But like I said, once you do get into the swing of things, the characters stop becoming less, Rob Zombie characters and start actually, doing like somewhat heroic things, like sacrificing themselves to save their friends and stuff like that. So, by the end of it, I guess the characters aren't so bad. I just really wish, like, introducing them, you have them come across as somewhat likable. But yeah, I thought this was a pretty, it's not really a good movie. It's like Rob Zombie's, like, in terms of like the way it looks, it's probably his worst directed movie I've seen, I would say. Cinematography is just nowhere near as good as it is in some of his other films. I wouldn't say this is a really bad movie, per se. I would say it's definitely below average. But I got some entertainment value out of this film. Really cool gore scenes in it as well. Plus, I thought the ending was very, like, kind of reminiscent. This movie kind of reminded me, like, the way they get captured and stuff like that. Very much of House of a Thousand Corpses, which I love that film. But yeah, the first, like, when they get captured and stuff like that is almost identical to that film, which is weird. And the ending kind of almost reminded me of The Devil's Rejects in a way for some reason, just the kind of way it ended. Yeah, like, I don't know if I would recommend this movie because, like I said, it's not really a good movie. It's easily, I'd say, his objectively worst film, but not my least favorite, I would say. Like I said, I did find this movie to have at least some entertainment value to it. And like I said, Richard Brake is fantastic in this film. So, yeah, I'd probably give this a 5.5, maybe a 6 out of 10. The only thing I could say about it is just I think it's entertaining, kind of poorly made, and the characters are no good. But there definitely are some good things about this film. So definitely not a really bad film whatsoever. So yes, that is going to do it for that review. Make sure you guys stay tuned for the rest of the awesome reviews for the week, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace.